Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Mr. Rader, and in the next couple of videos, we'll be discussing the amicus brief or the friend of the court assessment and participation in government. And in this video, we're going to learn a little bit more on how to research legal precedent and similar rulings. And we're going to look specifically at how to do conducting legal research on Google Scholar Protocol. In this video, we'll likely get through step one, and in subsequent videos, we'll take a look at step two and step three of this protocol. So you may want to first start by reviewing the How to Read a Court Case resource from day 19 in Unit 2 of Participation in Government, and I'll open it just for a moment so that everybody can see it. So when reading court cases, a few things just to highlight. On the left-hand column, the case number and date appears on the top, followed by the appellant and the appellee, along with the date that the case was argued and the decision of the case, along with the court in which it was appealed from and which court it was appealed to. In all caps, you'll generally find the court that the case was appealed, and in the first few paragraphs, you'll find a description of the people involved in the case, the question or questions, constitutional questions that the case is bringing before the court, along with the ruling of the lower courts. So in this lesson, which is extension C on conducting legal research, your teacher will likely have you begin with this slide, thinking back to day 19 and considering how cases move through the judicial branch. So taking a look at the conducting legal research on Google Scholar, we'll start with step one. And in step one, we'll locate the original case and the appeal that led to your Supreme Court of the United States, or the SCOTUS case. So we'll access Google Scholar together. We'll take a look at a title of a sample SCOTUS case using a pre-filled in tool for the conducting legal research on Google Scholar. And we'll take a look through the search results, and I will show you some strategies that may help you to better read through some of the materials in the case itself. And the search results contain all the information that you need in terms of the case itself: the title, case code, court date, and a brief description of the case. So let's take a look at our legal research organizer together. So as you will see when you get your own organizer from your teacher, it won't be pre-filled in, but the steps will be identical. So what you'll want to do is locate the original case and appeal that led to your Supreme Court of the United States case. In this case, for the sample, we're looking at one of the most pivotal decisions in the 21st century, that of the Supreme Court case of Citizens United versus the Federal Election Commission, originally argued in the District Court of Columbia in 2008 and appealed to the Supreme Court in 2010. So you'll want to include the title, the court, and the year, along with the link for step one and any unfamiliar terms in the legal glossary. In step two, we expand on that further by looking at very specific terms. So when going into Google Scholar, we're going to type in the name of our case, and we're going to take a look at it under case law, and it'll also include citations. So as you can see, we see that for the 2010 decision in the Supreme Court, it gives us the title of the case, the year of the court, and where it went through, and a little blurb as to what the case was about. Likewise, we could see in the original case, Citizens United versus the Federal Election Commission argued in 2008, or 2 years previous, some information related to that particular case as well. So in these tabs, I have a variety of sources that are open that will speak to not just this video, but subsequent videos as well. But in this case, we see the decision in the Supreme Court of the United States. And as you can see, unlike some cases, it's actually a very, very, very long document. So the first tool that I want to show you, first trick that works really well, is how to search within text. So I'm going to press Control F on my PC, and that will allow me to type in a search term into the search bar. So if I type in the word dissent to find out the contrarian opinions, I can see it's cited, in this case, 0 to 130. So let's type in held for the opinion. And then we'll see that within 46 times in this document, we can see the word held being used in the documents. And then I can look through the results, particularly if it's a very long document. So for example, we could see here in this case, the word held. There's even a whole section here that then breaks down the specific arguments that were presented to the court that will become more relevant in step two of the research organizer. So I want to just briefly end this clip by just giving a preview for our next video where we'll take a look at the case precedent. We'll look at some very specific terms that we gleaned from the reading of that document, which can then be used for subsequent research in step 3 of the protocol, where we'll see not only reflection materials, but additional court cases where we can see relevant information. All right, so that'll do it for today. Stay tuned for the next video where we look at step 2 of the legal research organizer.